It's amazing how much damage a harmless little picture can do. So Waka Flocka Flame and Tammy posted a selfie together up on Instagram. I mean, Waka can't even post a selfie with his beautiful wife and just say, "I married a diamond" at Charlie's Angel, which is Tammy's Instagram page. He can't even just say that without people getting all up in his business. Yes, Jesus. So the following tea comes courtesy of Baller Alert, who happen to be real bloggers, unlike that fuckboy Meat Magazine who ain't snit but an asshole with a microphone. So, first up is some chick named August 3rd, 1987. I wonder what her birth date is. Anyway, she said, "Not my goals, sorry. People idolize these fucked up celebrities and their paid for relationships." Somebody named something.com. "I'm over them." Another person named the Artistic Yogi said, "Image control." Astrology Queen said, sleeping emojis and some other sort of emoji thingy. I think it's somebody throwing something in the trash or digging in their ass or something. Anyway, Waka responded by saying, "Shaking my head. I hope God show you women what real love is, because y'all some lonely motherfuckers." Laughing crying emoji. Flocka. That's what I'm saying, Jesus. Now, I don't support Waka cheating on his girl, but actually I do. I'm sorry. I changed my mind about things. You know, I used to say that I was against cheating and stuff like that, but hey, I get it now. That's what women want, so I think that any dude who doesn't cheat on his girl is a fool. Because that's what they really want. They don't want a guy to be fake. A woman will cheat on you because you didn't cheat on her. So they must want to be with a man who's a cheat. They think that if a man cheats, that means he's desirable. And the whole everything women do is to show off for each other. Women don't get dressed up to show off for men. They can get men without wearing any makeup, wearing sweatpants, not having their hair done. They could be disheveled or whatever, and men will still speak to them. Men will still try to get with them. Women already know. You know, so women don't get themselves all dolled up and do their eyebrows and the eyelashes and the makeup and all this other crap and wear these old crazy looking outfits. They don't do that for men. Come on now. They do that to compete with each other and not compete for men, but to basically compete with each other in the sense that they want to say, "Look at me and look at you. I look better than you." Because men will accept just about anything, you know? And if it was up to men, makeup wouldn't exist. That's why most men don't get into the makeup field. Selling makeup, doing makeup tutorials on the internet, etc., despite the fact that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Men are enterprisers, but most men don't even want to be involved in makeup because it's just looked at as something that's silly and not interesting to most men. Even if they like or even love money, most of them wouldn't even think about getting involved in the makeup business. They'll say, "Well, that's what women do. That's their thing." So men won't even make money off of makeup. I mean, I would. And I have some ideas. I sat back and watched these women making all types of shmoney on YouTube and starting websites and different companies and things. And I sat back and I watched all these people basically getting it and getting it good. I mean, millions of dollars just flowing. And I said, I have some ideas. I'll just put it like that. I'm not going to go, showing my hand or anything. I'll just say that I have some ideas. Remember, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So many millionaires have been made off of makeup in the last 10 years. And then now with the makeup tutorial thing being so huge, I mean, they're taking up a large portion of the YouTube views, just makeup, fashion, beauty, and vanity. Huge. On the biggest video website in the world, YouTube, which is connected to the biggest website in the world, Google, the biggest search engine and the most popular website. So yeah, at the end of the day, getting involved in the makeup market is a wise decision. And most men wouldn't even involve themselves in it because they're like, what am I supposed to do with this? This is some girl shit. No, that's some money shit. You need to open your minds. Don't sell drugs, sell makeup. But anyways, the whole point of me bringing it up is this. Women know deep down inside that men really don't care about all of this stuff that they're doing to make themselves appear to be more beautiful. Because once you strip all of that crap off, if you don't look anything like that person, then what's the point? Because sooner or later, whether it's by accident or an emergency happens, you didn't have a chance to, quote, put your face on, unless you wear that mask in your sleep, more than likely there's going to be a time where he will see you, and it probably won't take very long. So why not just look like your natural self? You know, you have women walking around looking like a damn testicle face because they're putting all that crap on their face, and then their face ages horribly. I don't mean horrible with an H, I mean with a W. Some of y'all some ugly whores. But anyway, I lost focus on what this video is about. Oh, it was about the cheating thing. Yeah, they were hating on Waka because he's cheated on Tammy in the past. Listen, women want to be cheated on. Guys out there who are listening to this, listen. Cheat on your woman. If you don't cheat on her, you're a fool. Let me tell you something. The number one thing that'll make a woman respect you is to just cheat on her, because it proves that you can be with somebody else. These women don't want to be with a man that other women don't desire. And another thing, you got to say, well, that's little girls. You see, my woman is a grown woman, so she's not even up on that. Well, guess what? When she was younger, she was up on that. And that's when she was in her prime and really going after what she really wanted. You see, as people get older, they tend to settle for what they can get. So you can convince yourself of something outside of the realm of reality all you want, but the fact remains, women respect men who cheat. That's why they will stay with them and be faithful, but cheat on a man who is faithful to them. Just a little food for thought, you know. And I know the women are going to deny it, but in general, women don't usually tell the truth. They're going to say whatever makes them look the best, you know, whatever they think they're supposed to say. But then they'll do the exact opposite of whatever they just said. So never pay attention to yes, pay attention to what a woman says, but don't take it, or rather accept it as the truth. Just acknowledge what she said, but then put that to the side and actually pay attention to what they do. Women consistently do something different, usually the exact polar opposite of what they claim to believe or what they said that they were going to do. Women consistently do that. So pay attention to the actions and stop paying attention to the words. And these hating women in the comment section need to hush, because this is what women respect. So it's supply and demand. Women are demanding that their man cheats on them to prove that he can be with other women that he's desired. And the smart men give them what they're asking for. Otherwise, you're asking for her to be the cheater. And at the end of the day, you might say, well, that's stupid. Why would a woman do that? Because it gives her something to do. Then she can complain about the man. She'll have something to converse about. She will be in a position where she is the victim and he is the predator. See? It's all about her having moral leverage over the man. It's about perception. Well, if he's cheating, then look at what I'm putting up with. You see how strong I am? And as bad as some of the things that I've done are, well, look at what he's done. That trumps whatever I did. So if I have an attitude, if I don't really know what to say and I just say some dumb stuff, I don't act like a mature person if I'm a quote-unquote bitch or whatever, at the end of the day, he's a cheater. So that's, the card that she pulls out and waves in front of his face in an argument. Well, you cheated on me. So therefore, the only thing he can say after that is, oh man, why you gotta bring that shit up again? That's what that is. It's the card that trumps anything that he can lay on the table. It's something that a woman can use against a man. And the reason why women will lie and say, well, all men are cheaters, or even most men are cheaters. Like, how in the world would you know that? What census form did you send out to figure out that most men are cheaters? It's so stupid, such a stupid thing to say. At the end of the day, the reason why women say that most men are cheaters or all men are cheaters is so that they have moral leverage over basically all men. And in that way, when they go and get into a relationship with a new man, they can say, well, we know how men are and I'm automatically better. It's an ego thing for women. It's all a game. That's why they get with the men who cheat. So then that way they can say, well, look, I'm better than him because I would never do that. Then that way they can do whatever dirt they want to do, sometimes including cheating, because then that way they can say, well, you see, men cheat, so that's why I cheated because, well, you know, I'm just doing to a man what men do to us. So it's okay, right? And society will generally side with her in America. Now, you may not see all of this foolishness going on in certain foreign countries, you know, where men might smack a woman across the face if she's doing some dumb shit, including running her mouth. But in America, women can basically run over men with a damn steamroller, even if he's a nice guy, and people will still side with her. Domestic violence situations, infidelities, in general, women will basically have support no matter what they do and have excuses made for them. You know, because when we ask what a man brings to the table, we're like, well, what money do you bring to the table? You know, what success have you had? What's your track record? All these different things. There's lots of questions asked. When it comes to women, on the other hand, it's just like, hey, she brings herself to the table. That's enough. Don't be greedy, sir. You know, men aren't supposed to ask for anything. Men aren't expected to want anything. Men are just supposed to say, hey, whatever she gives me is good enough. She's here. And that's that. Basically, men are supposed to require less. Like they say, well, all a man wants is a meal and to get his dick sucked. You ever heard people say something like that? That's all a man wants. He just wants to be fucked and fed. Men are so simple. All sorts of degrading misandry. Misandry is basically misogyny, but towards a man. Misandry. That word isn't even in the electronic dictionaries. If you go to type that word in, misandry, up on the comments or whatever, it'll probably suggest another word in spell check because it's not even in dictionaries, because it's rarely ever used, because, you know, it's not politically correct to say that men can be victims. That's why society laughs at men being raped in jail, or why society laughs at a man getting his penis cut off, for example. Whereas if a woman's genitals are mutilated, or if a woman gets raped, it's considered to be a national tragedy. But if it happens to a man, it's hilarious. You can put it on Comedy Central, or put it pretty much anywhere, and get lots of laughs, because men's misery. It's funny. So then smart men say, well, what I want out of life is to have multiple women. Because if I have to give her the world, her wedding day is her special day, and all this other stuff, if I have to bring all of these things to the table, and the only thing she has to bring is herself, being as basic as most American women are, well, then I want most of you, not most of you, I want multiple basic women. Then I want 2 or 3 women, 4 women, however many he thinks that he can handle, whether financially, sexually, or whatever. Then women get their panties in a bunch and say, wait a second here. Now, why is he able to get multiple women, but I can't be with multiple men? Because he has to bring other things to the table. You just have to bring yourself. That's why. But this is all my opinion. What do I know? Just because I live in reality doesn't mean that you do. And you haters in the comment sections hating on Waka, just hush. Because obviously Tammy's cool with whatever went on or whatever's going on. So why are you hating? Can a man have something? You know what I mean? Remember, all we want to do is be fucked and fed. So if a man gets a big old gut from eating, or he wants to go take some big old butt for some beating, then you already acknowledge that that's all men want anyway. Remember, that's how simple we are, even though we build everything and come up with everything for the most part. It's not women creating and building most of the things. But I'm about to offend a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be crying. So I'm just going to move on now from the conversation, because most people don't live in reality. And I have to make a podcast, some videos or something like that about misandry, and break it down and really, really get into the ass of some of these females who are running around just being full of BS towards men, and really, really hurt some feelings. But we'll talk about that another time. Shout out to Waka. Keep cheating, because it works. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Shout out to all those women who say dumb shit like women cheat better. Yeah, that's a really nice thing to say. Psh, better half my ass.